Welcome to Jet Jog here at Professor Pursuit, where we fly cheap and travel deep. Today, we explore the 10 best cheap and charming hidden gems you need to visit in Europe. Places so good you'll wonder why everyone isn't there. Then you'll remember it's because we kept them secret. From the historic streets of Sofia, Bulgaria, where the local currency is history and charm, to the artistic vibrancy of Riga, Latvia, where even the graffiti stops to admire itself. Join us as we reveal the best and cheapest places to visit across the continent for a budget break you'll never forget, partly because you won't stop talking about it, but mostly because your wallet will finally get a vacation too. Nestled in the heart of the Balkans, Sofia, Bulgaria's capital, is where history and modernity don't just coexist. They mingle, they have coffee together, and occasionally photobomb each other's selfies. Venture to the magnificent Alexander Nevsky Cathedral to see its golden domes. So shiny you'll need sunglasses to admire them. Or wander through the remnants of Roman Serdica that are so integrated into the city, they show up in the metro stations like they're catching a train. The streets are a gallery of Soviet statues that still seem to be waiting for a bus, telling tales of a bygone era to anyone who'll listen. Meanwhile, the actual galleries, like the National Art Gallery housed in a former royal palace, offer a dive so deep into Bulgarian culture and art that you might need a snorkel. Sofia's affordability and the warm hospitality of its people make it the ideal destination for travellers seeking a serene and beautiful getaway. Here, you can enjoy the beauty without the bustle of more tourist-heavy capitals, because the locals are too friendly to let a city feel crowded.
9.
Marsalforn, a charming fishing village on the northern coast of Gozo in Malta, is so picturesque it might make your camera feel unworthy. With its crystal-clear waters and pebbly beaches, this place is a screensaver brought to life. This small yet vibrant community is famed not just for its views, but for seafood restaurants where you can dine on fish so fresh, it practically swims to your plate while you gaze out over the Mediterranean. The calm bay is perfect for swimming and water sports, unless you're a fish-dodging dinner invitations. And the area's relaxed pace is ideal for those looking to unwind, or for anyone who's forgotten what real relaxation feels like. Visitors can explore ancient salt pans, still in use after centuries, probably by locals who refuse to pay supermarket prices. Or take a leisurely stroll along the promenade at sunset, soaking in the tranquil atmosphere so far from the usual tourist trails that even Google Maps asks if you're sure you're there.
8.
Argos isn't just old, it's one of the world's original old towns, having been continually inhabited for over 3,000 years. It's so ancient, residents might start conversations with "back in the millennium." Located in the fertile plains of the Peloponnese, this historic gem is off the beaten path for most tourists, possibly because they can't follow their GPS instructions from 3,000 years ago. Wander around the archaeological wonders like the ancient theatre of Argos, one of the largest of its kind, where you can almost hear the echoes of ancient critics saying, "This play is old-fashioned," or climb up to the hilltop castle for panoramic views. Don't miss the local market, a bustling hub of daily life where the produce is so fresh, it might have been harvested by Hercules himself. With its rich history and sunny Mediterranean climate, Argos is the perfect getaway for history buffs and those looking to chill under the same sun that once baked Spartan warriors.
7.
Zagreb, the capital of Croatia, is where Eastern and Western Europe shake hands, exchange pleasantries, and then decide to have a coffee together. The city's main square, Ban Jelacic, isn't just a bustling hub of activity, it's the social network of Zagreb, surrounded by charming cafes and shops that could charm the coins right out of your pocket. Take a ride on the historic funicular, one of the shortest in Europe. It's so quick you barely have time to complain about how short it was. Once you reach the upper town, Gornji Grad, you'll be greeted by Gothic and Baroque architecture so grand it'll make your camera quiver with excitement, including St. Mark's Church and its famously colourful tiled roof that looks like someone let a giant toddler loose with a tile-laying game. Zagreb's green spaces like the serene Zrinjevac Park offer a peaceful escape where you can recharge, because let's face it, even your phone will want a break from taking all those photos. With its blend of affordability, cultural richness, and beauty, Zagreb is a must-visit for budget travelers or anyone who enjoys a good cafe and historical charm with a side of rooftop art.
6,
Kaunas, Lithuania. Kaunas is not just a city, it's a soon-to-be European capital of culture, ready to strut its stuff on the cultural catwalk. The city's streets and venues are about to turn into a non-stop party, hosting everything from avant-garde art installations to toe-tapping music concerts, all showing off its dynamic cultural scene. It's home to an architectural fashion show too, from medieval castles that look like they've survived a few dragon attacks, to sleek modernist buildings that wouldn't look out of place in a sci-fi film. And don't forget the unique museums, including the Devil's Museum, which features a collection of art so devilishly good, it might just tempt you to the dark side. With its burgeoning reputation as a cultural hub, Kaunas is the perfect spot for those looking to dive headfirst into a rich cultural tapestry, all while soaking up the local community's famously welcoming spirit and maybe a Lithuanian pastry or two.
Well, that brings us to the end of part 1. If you would like to continue, then be sure to watch part 2, which will be linked below.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Also, if you're interested in exploring other topics, make sure to check out my other 2 channels which are linked below. I appreciate your support and I'll see you in the next video.